Pastor Manning believes that black people are on the wrong path and that Obama's on the wrong path in America. And so is leadership for the general civil rights movement in the country, etc. But mainly, Pastor Manning is not happy with Obama, and he thinks that white people are going to get mad at him and that they are right. You want to see the real life Uncle Ruckus? Here he is in all his glory. Clip number 6.
Either there's going to be a revolution, Patrick Henry style here in America, where red-blooded, God-fearing, Jesus-loving Americans are going to stand up and say, we're not going to take it no more. We're just not going to take it. And there's going to be riots in the streets, worse than the riots in South Central Los Angeles after they acquitted the cops that beat up Rodney King. You think that, and that was black people rioting. You haven't seen anything. And I'm not advocating killing and murder and stealing and robbing. That's not what I'm advocating. I'm just telling you what people are going to do. People are sick of this. People are tired of the long-legged Mac Daddy, kicking them in the face every time he gets up, lying to them. Then you got a bunch of, suck-ups like the MSNBC News, ABC News, and all these media types, and everybody who's looking to be popular and get invited to the White House, sucking up to him all the time. It's sickening. I mean, it's downright sickening to watch this. You can get these white folk all riled up here. I'm going to tell you something. They're going to come in, the white folk get riled up, they're going to, members of the NRA going to come into the black neighborhoods. I'm telling you. The people just tired of this. White people are being pushed around, kicked to the curb, having their rights denied, being called a racist, being walked on, watching their tax dollars go to fund all kind of drug sales, prostitution, illegal immigration. I mean, y'all gonna push these white folk till they can't take it no more. I'm telling you. You fool around here with Obama, you're gonna let this long-legged Mac Daddy push these white folk. They're gonna come up out of Tennessee and come up out of Oklahoma, come up out of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, come up out of Oregon and come out of Idaho and California. I'm telling y'all, you're pushing these white folk and you're pushing them. The long-legged Mac Daddy's pushing them and pushing them and pushing them. And they're going to get, listen, you're going to push people to the point where they're not going to take it no more. These white folk are not going to take it. You're taking their tax money. You're closing down their jobs. You're shutting down their banks. You're telling them what they can and cannot do. You're giving billions of dollars to Acorn. You're taking their tax money and giving it to people to buy drugs. You're killing babies and you won't stop. You're telling lies and you're demoralizing our nation. You're destroying everything that has made this nation great. White folk getting ready to rise up. They don't want to take it no more, and I'm joining them. Oh, doggone it. I am. I mean, you just can't keep pushing folk the way Obama's pushing white folk and the way black folk are pushing white folk. You can't keep doing that. I'm telling y'all, you better find a way to either get rid of Obama or these folk are going to rise up at the sound of a bird. They're going to rise up. And who can blame them? I mean, who can blame them? To build this nation and then have it given away, just given away, just thrown away, just given away by a long-legged half-breed, usurper, illegal alien, a man who isn't even a citizen, and everybody in the Congress knows that he's not a citizen. Dick Cheney knows he's not a citizen. And yet nobody will stand up. I'm telling you, white folk are ready to riot. And they should be. They should be. This don't make no doggone sense. I'm telling y'all. Now either y'all go talk to the long-legged Mac Daddy, tell him to resign. Tell him. And then we need to go into 40 days of prayer. We need to out-pray the Muslims on Ramadan. We need to go into 40 days of prayer, but we need to get that long-legged Mac Daddy, that half-breed, that Muslim, that illegal alien, that emissary of the devil, that vice president of genocide and hell. We need to get him out of the White House. I'm telling you, go ahead, you freak, you homosexual, you man lover, Chris Matthews, Keith Olbermann, go ahead. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. You know, got the Black Panthers and all those militant groups. They're white groups forming right now. They're not going to take it no more. And I don't blame them. I'm praying for their success. I hope they let me join them. I do. No, I do. Plus, he's a vowed homosexual. Fell in love with Larry Sinclair. They had a steamy love affair. Obama and Larry Sinclair had a steaming love affair. Obama and Larry Sinclair had a steamy love affair. Larry looked into the eyes of Obama, the Mac Daddy, and they put a spell on Obama, the Mac Daddy. Obama said to Larry, oh, you're just my style and my kind. Oh, you look like just what I want, my man, woman, and half whatever look to look like. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Obama and Larry Sinclair had a steamy love affair in the back of a limo, and then at the Holiday Inn, they had a steaming love affair. All right, my friends. All right. Okay.
Pastor Manning's album drops in the summer. Okay, I got to thank Andrew Calusi. He was one of our listeners who sent that in. Man, that was a ride, man. He took us for a ride. He started with long-legged Mac Daddy. Well, he also ended with that. He said that a number of times. But then he went to homosexual. I don't know where that came from. And then the Sinclair, that was some old, stupid, dumb rumor. I mean, even the birthers aren't even going there. Pastor Manning had to go there. And then he's a Muslim. Look, he's not even a citizen. Everybody knows it. Even Dick Cheney knows it. Well, then that must settle it. And then what was he, the vice president of genocide in hell? When did he get demoted? Okay. Man, my favorite parts, though, was, I don't blame them. I hope they take me in. I want to join them. I know, Uncle Ruckus. I know you do. Okay, maybe they'll take you into white heaven one day, where Ronald Reagan presides. Man, that guy is unreal. But, you know, I'm a little afraid because he doesn't have much publicity. I'm afraid, although we're very entertained by this, that there is, of course, a dangerous side to this, which when he says, look, they got to get rid of Obama somehow, and, you know, he's committing genocide, la, 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 get people riled up, and then there's going to be riots, and he's just hoping that they take him along on those riots when the white people rise up against black people. All right, JR, analysis.
Well, this is one of the people that I really don't care. It's funny to me because I don't think anyone outside of him, even the people that are in his congregation, I don't know how big that is, they can't even take him seriously. I mean, if you listen you don't even have to listen with any critical ear. Just know that I don't know what he's trying to get, but it's not going to work. In order to be outrageous and get people riled up and get them on your side and give you money, because of course that's always the end. The bottom line is get some money out of this. It's not even going to work. Nobody can take him seriously.
I hear you, but here's a good angle he can play it. I'm surprised he hasn't played it yet, and I don't want to give too many ideas here. But how quickly would Heritage Foundation want to sign that guy up? Okay, I mean, there's a lot of conservative think tanks. They're in the business of, oh, look at my black friend. Oh, did I say that about black people or about? No, Pastor Manning did, and he's huge in the community. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to raise a lot of money from. You think from black folks he's going to raise money?
Right. Yeah, but I mean, they have a few of theirs already, and you know they're getting played. I mean, look what we just talked about Michael Steele. I mean, we don't know if it was him in the club and all that stuff, but he's spending money all these different ways. The whole point is, I get some people that are very gullible. I can say 5 choice words, and they're all over it, and I've got hundreds of $1,000s in my pocket. Maybe he's going for that, but he's not going to get there. I mean, Michael Steele did it the right way.
Yeah, he's over the top. Manning's over the top. That's the problem. Okay, I knew there was a reason I didn't like Manning.